Here's what's happening at this hour. Vontaze Burfict's season is over. The NFL suspended the Raiders linebacker for the remainder of the year. Burfict was ejected from Sunday's win over the Colts for his helmet-to-helmet hit on Jack Doyle. The league said the hit was unnecessary, flagrant, and should have been avoided. Burfict has 3 days to appeal. Bears quarterback Mitchell Trubisky is having his left shoulder examined today. Trubisky left Sunday's win over the Vikings early in the first quarter and did not return. NFL Network says it's doubtful that he'll play Sunday against the Raiders in London. Chase Daniel will get the start if Trubisky can't go. Bills quarterback Josh Allen is in the concussion protocol. Allen took a hit to the head from New England safety Jonathan Jones in Sunday's loss to the Patriots. The second-year quarterback left under his own power but did not return to the game. Bills coach Sean McDermott said afterward he thought Jones should have been ejected. Welcome to Fantasy Football Today, presented by the all-new Jeep Gladiator. I'm Jamie Eisenberg, that's Heath Cummings, that's Pete Prisco, and we have breaking news coming into CBS Sports HQ. Vontaze Burfict, Raiders linebacker, has been suspended by the NFL for the remainder of the season after his helmet-to-helmet hit on Colts tight end Jack Doyle in Sunday's win for the Raiders over the Colts. So Pete Prisco, this has been an ongoing situation with Vontaze Burfict. The NFL, in their letter to Burfict, has referenced flagrant abuse of rules, extensive history of rules violations. Those are quotes from NFL VP of Football Operations Jon Runyan in a letter that he sent to Burfict. I mean, is this just something that had to happen given Burfict's history and the hit that he had on Jack Doyle?
Yeah, the pattern is there. I mean, obviously this is something that's been going on for years, and he's been warned and warned and warned, and clearly the suspensions haven't impacted what he does on the field. If you watch that hit, the hit itself probably isn't as bad as some of the other ones he's actually had or some of the other ones around the league. But he took a beeline for the guy, and he went there with the intent. I think the intent was as bad as the actual hit, so I have no problem. I probably wouldn't have put him out for the year. At first I thought, yeah, maybe I'd put him out for the year, but what's the point of 8 games for this guy? He doesn't pay any attention to it.
Yeah, I mean, he's just a guy that's playing football the way it was played 20 years ago, and they're trying to weed that out, and he's one of the only guys that hasn't got the message yet.
I mean, people ask me, they say, well, what about the hits in the other games? But there's not a pattern of it. Right. There's not a pattern of trying to injure. Look, we saw it Thursday night. Guys get so scared when somebody goes down, right? I mean, you see them. They gather around them. It's the most terrifying thing for an NFL player. And then we have guys like him who are trying to do that. So I get it. I understand it. He deserved to be suspended. If the 8 games, 5 games, 6 games, whatever, isn't going to do it, then maybe suspend him for the entire
So he's going to appeal. He has 3 days to appeal the suspension. And, you know, again, it was a helmet-to-helmet hit on Jack Doyle, and this is just, you know, some of the language from Jon Runyan, the NFL VP of Football Operations. For your actions, you were penalized and disqualified from the game. Following each of your previous rules violations, you were warned by me and each of the jointly appointed appeal officers that future violations will result in escalated accountability measures. So maybe it gets knocked down a little bit. He's not going to play most likely in the game in London against the Bears, and so a hit to the Raiders team, fantasy-wise, upgrade for the running back situation there in Chicago?
I mean, yeah, it's going to be more open holes. This defense wasn't very good in the first place. So they have had a little bit of success against the run on a per-carry basis, but yeah, they should be full go this week.
So we'll find out more coming up on Vontaze Burfict. We'll have more on the suspension. Vontaze Burfict, again, suspended for the rest of the season by the NFL. We'll have more coming up at the top of the hour right here on CBS Sports HQ.